I have this cubby under the stairs that I use where I keep my soap supplies, things that I use to make lotion and salves, and then all my seed tubs are under there. And it's great to have the space. I appreciate having the space. However, it's kind of difficult because I have to go down, it's so low. I have to go down and duck in there to get the supplies. And I have things like, you know, these big 5-gallon tubs of oils, and they're heavy, and you know, there's other supplies I need. So when I make soap, I go, okay, time to drag out all the stuff for soap. And it's just a pain. Time to put it all back under the stairs. And if I was shorter, maybe I'd like it more. But and I'm tall, and so when I'd want to go to get all my soap supplies, I'd have to duck under and grab a tub and take it and, you know, shove it out there, and just keep doing that with all of the supplies. And same with the seeds. Like if I was going to put my seeds back away, I'll show you what the cubby looks like. If I was going to put my seeds away, I'd have to come in and grab the tubs, you know, in and out. And it's a small thing, but then I don't know, it just makes it to where I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. And I had tables lining up around the wall, so things were organized. However, it just was a pain. And you can see that there's a little cutout hole there that goes to the living room, which is cute. I think when they designed the house, they had that for a little play spot for their grandkids. So eventually we will use that for our granddaughter, and she can have like a little store in there, and she can sell herbs or soaps or whatever she wants to sell, and we can drive up like we're picking up supplies from her. For now though, it is still gonna be, because she's a little young for that, it's still gonna be for supplies. And now look at what I can do. I got these carts on wheels. Why I didn't think about this sooner, I have no idea. But I was so excited once it popped in my head. I'm like, oh, why have I not done that? So I can just roll that back. And then I have these. The song's a little distracting. Radiohead, you probably can't hear it. Maybe you can. It's called Jigsaw Falling into Place. That's what this is like. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, or it will be. So I gotta figure out how they're all gonna fit in there. I like Tom York's voice. It's really hard to sing to because it's so high pitched. But this was a great song to run to when I used to be a runner. I'm not a runner anymore. Okay, so I have this cart too. This cart is not as sturdy as the other one. It's taller, so maybe it's a little more compromised. The other one's shorter as far as the integrity of the rods. I don't know, but it's not quite as strong as the other ones. Maybe I need to hammer this down a little bit more. I also didn't put the casters that have the locks on them. I didn't put them both at the back, and I did on that, but I don't feel like that should really matter. But anyway, it works fine. So I have those two rollers, and then I have the seeds. And the thing about the seeds is that I just can't seem to figure out where this should be. There we go, okay. So the thing about the seeds is, even though the tubs are not heavy, they weren't as difficult to get out, but when I would plant, I would have, you know, lots of different things. The seeds are organized by plant family. So I'd have all kinds of things that I would plant. And so they'd need to go into all the tubs. And so to pull all the tubs out and in, it would discourage me from doing it. I sound lazy, but I don't know, it's just like a little thing. I'm like, I'll do it later. So I kept saying, I'll do it later, as you can see, because look at how they piled up chaos, this total chaos. So I am going to organize these now and keep them organized, so it'll be much easier. I can just, after I've done, you know, like a season of planting, then I can just roll the cart out, pull these tubs, put everything away, roll it back in there. It'll be way easier. And so, you know, I can do it the day of or within the week, you know, in a reasonable amount of time instead of just piling them up and piling them up. This is my next section that I've just been here for 5 years, and I don't know what took me so long for this. Same with the other things I've been organizing. So I have 2 more sections that I want to organize. No, 3 more sections I want to organize, and then I'll feel like I've moved in. Like it's so funny how you can just have systems that are annoying or dysfunctional, and you just roll with it, and you're like, whatever. But So much better now. I'm excited. I'm actually gonna make soap tonight because I want to use my carts and I want to make soap now. I'm inspired, so the organization helps me be inspired to create. And that's always a good thing, right? See you later.